My name is LeBurta Gates Atherton. I was born the year the Red Cross started. Happened to be born that year. And I had a picture. I could just stand up by a little baby bed, doll's bed. And I had a bandana around my head, which had a big Red Cross on it. Right after Pearl Harbor, I made bandages as a Red Cross nurse, or volunteer, really. We had volunteered to do any type of work necessary, and I became a gray lady, what they called gray ladies. I don't know why, because we were still in our 20s. Then we also made helmet covers. I had sort of myself had made fishnets for my husband, and so I kind of invented this little one that would go right over a helmet. Brought that to them with the idea of making these helmet nets to go over their helmets so they could stick leaves in them all around and be camouflaged. Besides wrapping up bandages, making helmets, helping with the enlisted people, I worked for them to go to the hospital and try to cheer them up and write them letters which were written, help them write letters to their families as a volunteer. We would copy down whatever the officer wanted us to say to them and get it all ready, and then we'd get their hand and get them to sign it themselves if they were able to. We found telephone numbers for some of them, and we would feed the men sandwiches, food of all kinds. I thought it was a very worthwhile affair, and I think the Red Cross is one of the top-notch volunteer jobs that is something that carries on for every year. I feel that the Red Cross does more for our country than any other organization does. You get more enjoyment out of life if you give. And I have found that very, very true.